stage right now, the one and only Mr. Iwanu.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of controversy over Kamala Harris's race, right? Like, is she black or is she Indian? And the fact is, her mom is Indian, right? And her dad's black, she's half, right? And, I know the media wants to just focus on the black half, but I'll tell you what, the second she becomes president, every 7-Eleven is going to give out free Slurpees. All right, this is a new one. All right, this message is to the white women of America, right? Look, there is a line, right? And you are second to the end of that line, you know what I mean? And if you're gay, then you're third to the end, okay? Yeah, I love when white women complain about the patriarchy. I'm like, the patriarchy? You mean your dad, your brothers, and your uncles and grandfathers, Like, what are you talking about? You're not a victim of the patriarchy. You're a product of it, right? You benefited from the patriarchy your entire fucking life and shit, You, unless you're an orphan or something, you are the patriarchy. Or at least you're patriarchy adjacent. Right? Black Americans, Asians, Native Americans, and Middle Easterners, we're the front of the line, right? We earned our motherfucking spots through like decades of fucking theft, abuse and like harassment from your fathers, uncles, and grandfathers, okay? I know white women want to like lead the charge of the oppressed, but it's like, no, fuck that, Like, we got this, okay? Back up, Hillary. We got Kamala. Yeah, Trump saved his own life by moving right before he got shot, right? The Secret Service, they aren't gonna fucking do anything. Yeah, if he does get re-elected, he's gonna be the next 4 years like, hello, my fellow Americans, I'm here as a president and shit. Yeah, I think it's weird and kind of bad, like how to eat baby animals, like lamb and veal and shit. It's like, what the fuck's all about, Do they have to be babies? I think that's only like an American thing, So I know in Korea, we only eat adult dogs. Yeah, I fucking hate soccer, I try to like it, right? Every 4 years I try to watch the World Cup. But the fucking flopping, you know what I mean? Flopping is when they pretend to be hurt and shit, and so they get a penalty kick or whatever. It's fucking just cheating, It's fucking bullshit. And it's like so ridiculous how like dramatic they are too, They're like, oh. And then after they get the call, they just pop right up like nothing and shit. It's like, what the fuck? I thought your fucking leg was broken. And like some of these guys, it gets worse and worse every year and shit. They're becoming like professionals at it and shit. They're like jumping around, flipping it, you're like, spinning around and shit. Yeah, they're fucking, whatever. They're literally fucking flip-flopping now. Yeah, they say ignorance is bliss. That's so true, you know what I mean? You guys look happy. Yeah, never trust a man that cleans his testicles and his mouth with the same towel. Yeah, he's a bald-faced liar. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that. I was watching this Bigfoot show the other day, and they had this film about Bigfoot, right? That one famous picture of Bigfoot walking, that's actually a shot from a film, like a 5-minute clip of these people recording Bigfoot. And they showed that, that Bigfoot was a female, right? Because she had boobs, and you can clearly see them. They're like kind of swinging around as she's walking, right? So yeah, I'm like, that must be real, because why would anyone put boobs on a Bigfoot, if it was fake? They wouldn't do that, right? And you can clearly see them, and for not having a bra, they were actually well-formed and shit. I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy, Never in a million years that I ever thought I'd be jerking off to Bigfoot. Yeah, miniature pincher, she's really cute, When I first got her, though, I didn't know what kind of breed she was. And then one day some dude asked me if she was a wiener dog, but I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, wiener dog? No, she's a female. Yeah, why did the Tyrannosaurus Rex carry an M16? Because he had small arms. Why didn't the octopus carry a pistol? Because he already had a bunch of sidearms. Why did the Americans steal the panda's paws? Because he had a right to bear arms. Why doesn't the Fantastic Four's Human Torch carry a gun? Because he already has 2 firearms. And why don't Iranian mannequins have limbs? Because of the arms embargo. Yeah, where I live near the city of Westminster, there are a lot of trans, There's also a lot of Nuyens and fams. Vietnamese joke. Yeah, when I was a soldier, poison gas was like our worst fear, And the second worst fear was dying without trying anal. Yeah, Korean food is really, really bad, It's so bad that we don't really have proper cookies and cakes and shit. No, we have tteok. If you don't know what tteok is, it's like this mashed up rice and stuff. And some of it's okay, like we have these tteok balls with like jam in them. But most tteok is just tasteless, it's just rice, right? What does rice taste like? And like that's what we eat during celebrations and shit, like weddings and shit. You'll see mountains of tteok like all over the fucking place. And it's like colorful and it looks cool, but it doesn't taste like anything. It's like so bland and tasteless and shit. And it's like Dane Cook's jokes. Yeah, Neapolitan ice cream is like vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry together, right? I don't know what the word Neapolitan means, but I'm guessing it has something to do with throwing up. Yeah, I don't really care about abortion, What I do care about is the right to smoke marijuana. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck Roe v. Wade, I want Roe v. Weed. Alright, I just wrote this while sitting there. I lost 200 pounds last year. Yeah, I got divorced. Yeah, if you don't know how to use chopsticks, you probably should learn, right? Because Asian people, like when we see you fumbling around with chopsticks, we lose all respect for you, We're like, so you don't know how to eat? Well, let's just be friends then. Yeah, my brother, he's married to a Korean lady, like 12 years younger than him. And that sounds cool, right? But he's fucking whipped like crazy, like a motherfucking bucket of cream and shit. Yeah, he can't she don't let him watch football, He has to wait for her to go to sleep to get a drink and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Does she let you pee standing up? Yeah, this guy's so whipped, man. He makes fucking Will Smith look like P. Diddy. Yeah, this weird thing going around Grand Canyon. Hey, come in. Hey, Colin Vickers. It's weird thing going around the Grand Canyon where like these dudes will report, they'll be sitting there at the rim with their girlfriends or whatever, and then they'll get up, and then she'll get like all disoriented and stuff, and just fall back into the canyon and die and shit. Yeah, it's crazy, it's kind of sus, right? But I know it's true because all three of my ex-wives died like that. Yeah, now we're living in a new era of breakdancing. The era of Ray Gun. Yeah, did you say that? Rachel Gunn, the Australian Beagle from Australian shit. Yeah, that's a good name for her, Ray Gun, because when she's dancing, it looks like she's getting shot at with an invisible space laser. And you see her, she's like, you missed me, oh, I'm it. Yeah, I used to love going fishing, when I was a little kid. But that's because I used to actually catch fish, Past 20 years, I've been fishing, I haven't caught shit. Nowadays, I'm just standing there getting skin cancer. Some guy's like, hey, you catch anything? Yeah, melanoma. Yeah, when I was a kid, because I grew up here, we used to always go to Mexico, maybe once a year and stuff. That's cool, it takes a couple hours, and you gotta have your passport or your ID and stuff. But nowadays, if you want to go to Mexico, you just have to drive past Whistler. And you know what you call a person that's mixed black and Asian? They're called Blasians, right? And you know someone who's mixed Mexican and Asian? They're called either Mexicans or Asians. And you know what we call someone who's mixed white and Asian? Assholes. Yeah, I was watching men's diving on the Olympics. Yeah, it's crazy, they're like almost naked and shit. They're like wearing the smallest little G-string bikini type of thing. And they're all like ripped and buff and shit. I'm like, damn, men's diving is like the gayest Olympic sport, like hands down. Actually more like hands up in the back and forth motion. Yeah, when you go to the Korean person's house, you gotta take your shoes off, before entering. It's not tradition or anything, we just wanna make sure you're not stealing their chopsticks. Yeah, the national dog of Korea is called the Chindoke. It looks kind of like a husky, but it's blonde, and it has a curly tail, and it tastes like ham.
Oh.
Yeah, they say elephant never forgets. Yeah, that is until it's their turn to take out the trash. Yeah, they say Disneyland is like the happiest place on earth. But that's just if you're a little kid, right? I mean, if you're a grown man, I'd say the happiest place on earth is South Figueroa Street. Yeah, California's now #1 in road rage in the whole nation. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, not really, but anyway, finally all my hard work's paying off. Okay, I'll leave this. Yeah, you know, comedians will always tell you two things, you know. They always tell you when they just get booked on a show. They always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I've been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so whoa!
Woo!
I'm an easy one. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Alright. Iwanu. Hell yeah. One last comic.